Okay, so to get started, we're going to learn how to make a sound on the mouthpiece. So I want you to put it underneath your lip, like you're blowing over a bottle, and then just bring it up. And I want you to do this into the mouthpiece. Yeah, can you try and do that with starting that, getting it right off the bat? Yeah. Can you try it again and just hold it? Okay, that's a good enough sound. Let's get the instrument. So take your left hand, grab it, and then just pull it onto your lap. Not like this. And then you put the mouthpiece in, and you just twist it a little bit, yeah, like that. And then you put your right hand, take your right thumb and you put it underneath that bar that's back there.
Okay.
Yeah, and then you put your fingers on top of the valves, just resting them. Make sure your fingertips are touching the tops. Yeah. And then you take your left hand and you put it underneath right here. And then you just pick it up, sit up straight, and then you bring the instrument to your face. If you need to, you can tuck it underneath your armpit to make it more comfortable. And then let's just try and get a note out. So just buzz. That's good enough. Okay, so that's our first note. And then we're going to put down the fourth valve. And then we're going to try just buzzing. So try and buzz again. Okay. And then, so let's go from our first note to our second note. So from open to just putting down the fourth valve. Try it by yourself. Try and keep your air moving just a little bit faster so that it's not all grumbly. Try it. No, it's yeah, okay. So our next note is to push down the first two valves, so 1 and 2 at the same time. So we go from open, fourth valve, to 1 and 2. Okay, let's try that together. Just watch my fingers for this. Just play with me. It's okay. Put your instrument down. Just put it on your lap. Just go. Now try and make like an O shape with your mouth while doing it. So like O.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's kind of what your mouth should be doing right now. When I say move faster air, I just mean push more. Like, so instead of just going, like we engaged our muscles a little bit more. We went O and then, so you can kind of feel, like, you can kind of see and feel the difference that makes when you engage your lips a little bit more, and you're like forced to push your air a little bit faster. So if you just think O and then a buzz, it kind of helps to try and get rid of the growliness and then better transition between the notes. So let's try connecting the notes together, so 1, 2, and 3 without stopping. Okay, can you do that? Try it yourself. Try not to puff your cheeks. What I see you doing is you're starting and then you're relaxing your face. Like you get it pitch started and then you start to relax. So I want you to just try and keep all the muscles engaged in your face at all times, because that makes you kind of lose your air when you open your mouth on the sides, and I can hear some air escaping. So just try it by yourself, going from the first note to the second note. instead of having it go straight into that little hole that's in the mouthpiece, think about directing your air towards the bottom of the mouthpiece. So instead of going, it's going like this, and it'll kind of help you raise that pitch. Yeah. So if you can just make it go, instead of having that little stop, just go. I think your lips are a little bit too tight. You're making like a really kissy face, like that, into the mouthpiece. Try and smile just a little bit into it. It's a little bit better. So can we try that again? But you need to engage more muscles. So when I say like instead of having your air go straight, go like this with your finger. Put your instrument down. Go like this. And then, can you feel any air on your finger right now? That's kind of what you need to do. Because like when I do it with my chin, like jet it out a little bit, the air is straight. But then when I bring it in just a tiny bit and angle my lips down, I can feel it all on my hand. So kind of try and translate that to the instrument. Go like this again. And find a position that you can feel air all over your hand. Can you feel it? And try and translate that to the instrument. I'm going to try going from note to note. You see how much nicer that sounded? Okay, so now let's try and add that third note. Do you remember the fingering? Okay, let's try it. So just remember to smile a little bit. So remember, it's 1 and 2. Let me do it with you.
Yeah. Focus on the air. Focus on what your lips do. Maybe not think so much of a smile as just making your lips a little bit more, like bringing your corners back a little bit. Do you understand that? So instead of just being like this, you're like, kind of like a tight-lipped grin, if you will. Like, and just try and translate that to the instrument. It's okay. Do you feel like, is it tickling? Is that why you're stopping? Can you just try and push through that a little bit? It's gonna tickle. Faster air. You almost have it. It's almost the same pitch. It's just really out of tune because you're not using enough air. So we try just that now. Yeah, you almost have it. Focus the air towards the bottom of the mouthpiece. So, keep it neutral. Does it feel weird against your teeth? Like, does the mouthpiece feel like it's in a comfortable position? Or do you need to like shift it to the side? Because I know when I play, it's not center. It's a little bit to my right. So maybe we want to try experimenting with that. So just like shift it like a millimeter to your right or your left and see if that can help us get a better sound. So just pick it up and experiment with it a little bit. So, you know when you're talking, how when you want to raise your voice, how you engage your tongue, and you change your throat. So just think about when you're playing this instrument. It's not just your lips. It's also stuff that you're doing in your mouth and in your throat. So just imagine that you're singing, and then you're trying to raise that pitch. So just think about how you would do that with your mouth, and do that when you're playing. So when I play, I can actually feel like my tongue going up in the back a little bit, like when I'm directing my air differently. You kind of understand that? Can you try that? Try your other side.
Trying to move my tongue, it's not working.
What part of your tongue are you moving?
Most of it.
Try just the back. So put the sides of your teeth, the sides of your tongue against your teeth. So like you're saying E. E. And then try moving just the back. Because you're not supposed to move all of it. Think about in your mouth, your teeth are slightly apart. So your jaw is just slightly dropped. And then you're saying E with your tongue. You're making an O, but you're going E, O. So your inside your mouth is an E shape, and your lips are in an O shape. So when you're trying to voice a different note, you just need to raise the back. Engage more back here instead of stuff up here. Do you want to try that? Just put the mouthpiece wherever you're comfortable. I can see you kind of moving it, but just try and, if you were comfortable the way it was before, that's okay. Don't overthink it. How about I keep the note going, and then you just try different stuff until you can try and match it, okay? Try just the note that I'm playing. So 1 and 2. You have it. So what are you doing differently?
Pointing my mouth downward.
Okay, so if that helps, then let's just try that note again. Perfect. So can we try going up again? Do exactly what you were doing with your mouth. Can you try by yourself? You have it. Once you hit the note, just try and keep it there. Can you try doing them all together? So you kind of have it. Can you sit up just a little bit straighter? And when you breathe, don't breathe in through your nose. Breathe in through your mouth. So you're making your O shape and go. Take in enough air so that you can actually play the notes. You don't have to hold them there for so long. If that'll help. Then pick up the instrument and bring it to you so that you're not slouching. Yeah. It's almost right. Okay, so do you want to keep going up, or do you want to learn a new note, or do you want to just keep playing those ones?
I think I can learn a new one.
Okay, so the next one is, it's just the first vowel, so you'll lift the second finger. So you're just pushing the first one down. So let's try and work our way up from the bottom and see if we can do it. Yeah, can you try it by yourself? Yeah, try and pick up the instrument a little more. You're slouching. Just try and keep it up. If you need to, you can hold it up more at the bottom so that you're not engaging so many muscles and not getting tired as quickly. That's pretty good. Okay, I'll play it with you and then we'll learn the last note. Okay, and the next note is simply open again. So you'll lift up all your fingers. So let's just play the note. So the note is this. Okay, you're kind of going between. It's remember when we first picked it up, you were trying to play the higher note. So that's the note that we're trying to get out now. We've now that we've learned how to control this a little bit, we just need to focus on trying to get that note out. So start at the bottom note like I did, and then just try and use your air differently to get the higher note out. So like that. You started playing the note. Will it help if you just start at the top? Okay, so let's just try building our way up. So let's go through all the notes you learned. Try yourself. You're bringing your chin down. Try and keep it up because you're slouching a little bit. Try and keep your chin forward. Start at the bottom. I'll play it with you. See, you're kind of on the same pitch. It's just you're doing something differently with your mouth that's causing it to go, I think it's flat. So can you try it by yourself and just think more about getting the clear sound?
Like the higher pitch.
All of them. So just try going 0, 4, 1 and 2, 1 and then 0, and then try to get all of the notes out, and don't get discouraged and stop. Just keep pushing through and try and find what works for you. So put the instrument down. I see you're doing something with your face. Like, you're moving your chin a little bit too much, and I think that you're trying too much to worry about the corners of your mouth. Try not to like worry so much about the mechanics, and like I don't want you thinking, oh, is my tongue doing this or my lips doing this? Just focus on your air mostly, because if you push your air down the mouthpiece, all of that stuff is already happening. So just think, if you just think about one thing, like, am I directing my air differently like I was with this? Like, so just think about kind of like your chin and what your mouth are doing to make that air stream go in a different place, and that might help. So try it again. If you need to take it one note at a time, that's fine, until you just get it out. Make sure that you're sitting up straight. That was so good. You just relaxed and didn't think so hard, huh? So that's all it takes. So let's try that together, and then we'll try going down. So we'll play it together, we'll stop, get our breath, and then we'll go down. Okay? See? Okay, I want you to put your instrument down. Make sure you just kind of relaxed. Like, let your shoulders slouch. Just relax. Once you're completely relaxed. And just take in as much air as you can, and then just sigh and let it all out. Now, I want you to do that again, but when you start to run out of air, I want you to kind of just make a little hissing sound, like, so that you're still moving air. And then once you stop hissing, I'll know you're completely out of air. You used a lot of air that time, didn't you? That's what we want to do on the instrument, because I can see you're really straining to get that air out. But when I say push the air, I just mean let it flow easier. Everything about playing this instrument should be relaxed. As you just found out, when I told you to relax and not think, you played it perfectly. So I want your air to be relaxed as well. You can play the notes, you can get a sound out, you can do all that stuff. I just want you to focus now on being relaxed and how we just moved our air, how we just let it go. Like, and you just kept going. Try and have that mentality of this instrument isn't that hard, I just need to be relaxed. And then everything gets a lot easier. So I want to go up, and then without stopping, work our way down. Do you need to review the fingerings, or do you just want to watch my hands?
Pinky, 2 fingers, 1 finger
Open, and then going down, it's all that in reverse. Yeah, can you say them back to me, just so I know you know?
Pinky, 2 fingers, 1 finger, down.
Yeah, I mean, I can see that you're doing it, so just relax, but don't slouch. So your shoulders should be relaxed, but your air should be relaxed, but make sure that you're sitting up in a comfortable position. So no stopping. If you need to take a breath, you can, but I don't want you to okay. Can we do it one more time together? Can you do all that by yourself?
Probably.
Okay. Okay, so the next step is to relax your hand. Because I can see, like, your fingers are really tensing. I know that's because you're, like, running out of air, but remember, just to relax, and your fingers should be curled, kind of like you're, like, holding a ball. Just keep them relaxed and there the whole time, and just the tips touching, and then just place them down, and then when you're done, try and keep them on the valves, but not pushing them down. You understand that? Okay, so try that all. Okay, I lied when I said one more time. I really meant one more time this time. And it's just because your first two fingers are fine, but it's your ring finger and kind of your pinky that are just like chilling up in the air. Just try and relax.
That's weird.
Do you just want to take a minute and get your lips back
Yeah.
to normal? Okay, put the instrument down and just relax. Kind of do your sighing thing to try and get your air moving. Do that if you need to. Just try and get some feeling back. And whenever you're ready, you can just go back to trying. Okay. Okay, so your tone towards the end wasn't the clearest. Your fingers were a little bit better, but you're tensing up a little bit too much. Do you want to try that again and just relax, but pick up the instrument because you let it drop again. It's okay. Don't get discouraged. Just relax. You've done it before. Do you want me to do it with you?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. You can do it with me. Can you do it by yourself? If you need to go that fast, you can. You don't have to sit there on the note. Just remember to use your air and relax.
Messed up a little bit.
It's okay. For this being your first time picking up the instrument, I say you're doing pretty dang well. We can keep trying it again.
Okay.
I know you can do it. It's just a matter of you need to be more confident, because as you're messing up, I can see it in your face, you're like giving up a little bit more towards the end of the note sequence. So if you want to, you can just take like a couple seconds and just prepare yourself, sing it in your head, think of all the different notes and just what you have to do in order to get them out, which is relax and push the air in a different direction. I'll do it with you. I'm trying to think what else I can do to help you. I know I said to relax, but I feel like you're taking that a little bit too literally with your mouth, and you're not doing enough with your lips to get your airstream where it needs to be. So if you need to, think about moving your bottom lip, just like bringing your chin in just like the tiniest hair to push that air in a different direction. Try that. Okay, so when you mess up, don't start again. Just try and get the note out that you were trying to. And I feel like that's kind of what's messing you up. You get discouraged in the same spot every single time. So just stay on that spot, and then just try and get the note out. I will give you the note if you're having too much trouble. Keep going. So what did you do differently that time? Because you just had the trouble with the last note, but once I gave it to you, you got it.
Open my chin more.
So try that, and then we'll see what happens after. Wasn't the smoothest of turnarounds, but do you feel confident enough to do it one more time, or are you okay stopping? Are you happy with that last one?
We'll just try one more time.
Okay.
I always have trouble with that high pitch one.
Yeah, I know it's a little bit difficult because you're so used to, because you start really relaxed and then you automatically have to try and engage a little bit more muscles to get that last one out. So can we just try going from this to this? So can you kind of look at me from this side and see what I'm doing? What do you see? Because remember I was saying it's like you're singing, you're voicing. So just think about what you do, like when you go from talking like this to talking like this. It's just like you're engaging stuff in your throat, and then I can feel my chin is dropping a little bit to open my mouth a little bit more. So to open my mouth in order to get that airstream to the bottom of the mouthpiece. So try it with me. When I go like this, I'm going to switch notes. So I'm going to go. You had it. Try by yourself. Yeah, and try and get it just a little bit smoother without all the grumbly growliness. Don't go, you're doing this with your jaw. Try and keep it, the only motion it should be doing is from staying straight to slightly down. Because you're going like this, I don't know. You're getting. Okay. One more time. Yeah. Okay, so now we can do that. Let's try you by yourself going up, and what you're doing in that change, just do it gradually to help you get all of the notes out. It's okay. Start on 1 and 2. Yeah. No, no. So you're going too high, which is a good thing because now you'll be able to. Now I know you can get the other notes out.
Should I restart?
Yeah. If you need to. Once you get up there, try and sustain it. Start at the top. Can you do that all in one motion?
Start from top or?
Whatever you want. Are you okay leaving it like that? You done?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, so the next step would be to take what we just played and put it on to actual music. So you would learn that open, the first note you played was a B flat, then you went to a C, and then you went to a D, an E flat, and then an F. So you would be thinking like that instead of just like, oh, open 4, 1 and 2, and then 1 and then open. It would be, oh, note, 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 and then you learn how to play that on a staff. But I think getting the notes out and knowing that you can do those without having help on the staff is really important. So, congratulations. You can play half of a B flat major scale and you don't even know it. And you just slide it down and put it so that it's against the chair so it doesn't fall over. Yeah, we're good.